Let's take a look at some of my favorite beautiful Barbies of color coming up after this. In the last few years, Mattel has really stepped up their game in diversity for Barbie, and we've gotten some really beautiful Barbies of color. A lot of these are definitely my favorite. I have so many that I ran out of bodies. If you follow my channel, you know that I really like the WWE doll bodies, and I tend to take the fashionista heads and put them on these more muscular, curvy bodies. I just really like the joints in them. They're all really nice and tight, and I really like the proportion of the feet. The feet is a big selling point for me. I have coming up a video where I'm going to show you my WWE shoe collection. I know that people always are curious about the WWE shoes, and I actually have quite a few. But today we're going to look at these Barbies. I also have some other ones standing by that I don't have rebodied, or some others that are in other collections. I'm going to show you these. I guess these would be considered my favorite. Not necessarily. They're the ones that have the bodies now. I might have to change some of the heads, because I can't just keep buying Naomi bodies. Why don't I just swap the heads? I can't use all of these dolls at once, can I? So I think all of the ones that I have on the stands here are actually fashionistas. Look, that's one of the first fashionistas, or the more modern fashionistas that didn't have names. And she's got a braid and some blonde highlights. I just put her head on one of these bodies, actually, just because she is one of the only straight hair Barbies of color that I actually have. You know what? They tend to make the darkest complected one. And that's the saddest part about this, is that the WWE body doesn't come in a really dark tone, even though the Naomi tone is quite dark. This is one of my favorites, mostly because hair drives me crazy, and this is just so easy to deal with. You know, if you're taking a picture or something, you don't have to fix the hair and everything. If you're wondering, they're wearing the Lana outfits from the WWE. As much as I love these darker complected ones, I really like the lightest complected ones too. The dolls that I tend to like the most tend to be the girls that have a really dark complexion, or ones that are so pale that they look like aliens. Then we have these two. Beautiful vitiligo girl. Unfortunately, I got rid of her markings on her skin because I wanted to give her this body. And the new braids are so awesome. I have the new braid girl right here. So we got the darker braids, the lighter braids, and this other new girl with the bald head. I love her, of course. Her head is squishier than normal. Love her. She's probably my favorite right now. Well, no, yeah, these are all my favorites. This girl, she looks great in this outfit because of her hair. She has the funniest, weird, plasticky hair. She doesn't have soft hair. I don't know why they did that. And then I love any of the girls with the big, puffy fros. They look so beautiful and authentic. Then we have some lighter complected girls of color. Mattel makes a lot of these dolls very ambiguous, actually, so you can't really tell. People of today have such a eclectic history that everyone has a unique look, and I really like when, you know, it brings out the freckles in the face. I love her hair color. She's really interesting. I love this girl. She was on a newer body that's more of a boxier body, less bustier body. But I really like her on the WWE. I love this haircut with the shaved sides and the curls on top. Easy to deal with hair. This is another favorite. We have your pale skin. Now, she doesn't necessarily have to be of African descent. She could not be, but I like to think of her as albino. She does have more African features, I would say. I really love her. She's one that I like to use all the time. We've got other degrees of fro-ness going on. This one, unbelievable, awesome fro. So she was a fashionista. This one was a fashion accessory pack. She came with a lot of really cool dresses. You definitely should check out that video if you missed it. So we've got 3 different degrees of fro, and I love them all. She's got more eye makeup on. She's got my favorite Barbie head sculpt. They use this head a lot, and they use it for all different girls. There's an Asian girl, there's a redheaded girl, there's a blonde girl, and yeah, I really love that head sculpt. And then there's this girl who has definitely unique eyes, and love that fro. She kind of goes hand in hand with this girl because they have matching fro sizes. Who else do I have here? Nikki. So, old Nikki, I actually just put this head on here because I thought she should be represented, and like I said, I don't have a lot of straight-haired AA girls. And this is the new Nikki from the latest beach line, my latest favorite. I don't know, the new Fashionistas are out. It's so hard for me to choose favorites. But that is the latest Nikki, even though they don't really name them. I would really like the bangs that are in the face. So that's a great one. And then there is this pop star one with the crazy purple hair. Again, she's kind of ambiguous. She could be Latin, but I think she could also definitely be of African descent. And then 2 others from other collections that I have. The color reveal. Really love her. Again, I guess it's the hair. I still haven't done the video on how to put the heads on regular bodies. I'm going to do that, I promise. The ballerina series, I love her. I guess you would consider her Nikki. They have 3 of them. They have classic blonde Barbie. I guess they have a lighter complected girl, and then they have this darker complected girl. And again, the hair is out of the way, and she has a unique face that I really, really love. Maybe it's the Christie face. I love her, though. I love her features. Okay, so let's take a look at these darkest complected ones. And I have them in a box together, and I wish one day there would be a WWE body that I could put these tones on, but they're actually all different colored tones. I'm going to show you, which one do I think? I think she is the most beautiful. And she was in the rainbow dress, is that right, if I'm correct? But I'm going to start, I think, playing with these as is and appreciate them for what is. I do have some other collections that you're not going to see today because they're together, like Barbie Dreamhouse Girls. There's a Nikki in there, and then we have Sweet Orchard Farm. There's a lot of darker complected girls in that series. And there's this girl. She's pretty. She's definitely a fashionista. She, I think, was a judge. That's right. And she has a very unique face. I like her a lot, too. And then she's a mini girl. She's cute. I'd like to put her on a different body. This girl, I love her on this body, and I did experiment with that. I did put her body on it, but the skin tone just doesn't match. I'll show you an example of the skin tone not matching. She's so cool with her head and the hair on one side. Maybe, I hope they'll use this head sculpt again with a different colored skin tone that I can put on the WWE body. And then we have one of these newer fashionistas, and she's got a really dark complected skin, and she's got crazy purple hair. She would have looked great in that outfit. But yeah, I really like these rich, dark complexions. And then let's see what we got going on over here. I think these can be honorable mentions. Oh yeah, some heads that, you know, I don't have enough bodies, so not everybody can have this. Now she looks so much like the Vitiligo girl that I mean, she has the same hairdo and everything that, you know, I decided I have even a few of her like this. This is a little outfit experiment that I'm working on. This is a pretty good outfit. Yeah, I've got plans for her. This is a girl who came in a fashion mystery box. She used to be a favorite, but maybe she's too cartoony looking. She's really cute. I don't know. I took her off for a second. This is one that's a favorite of mine. Would you consider her? I do, actually. I think that she's got some beautiful blackness in her. I love her hair, and she's in a deluxe fashion pack. Those are the most notable. Did I show you her? Oh, I don't know if I mean, she's got crazy pink hair and the shaved head, and not everyone can get a body. Even her, I think she's supposed to be Hispanic. She was a judge. To me, I see her as African-American lady as well. I've got some made-to-moves in here. Rosa Parks. This is my box of articulated dolls, so made to move and whatnot. And then, this is Nikki from the wheelchair. This is what Nikki looks like with her buns taken out. So that's also Nikki. That's officially Nikki. And here is the example of the wrong color match. But this is from the Barbie and the Rocker series, and I have all the other Barbie and the Rockers on these bodies, so I have to put her on the body too. She actually could also be of African descent with very, very light skin. The drummer, I believe she was the drummer. So those two from Barbie and the Rockers also kind of fit into this category. And then from my Gem and the Holograms customs, this is the one that I'm using for Shayna. I had a different Shayna, but I've decided to go with this girl as Shayna. That's another video that I have coming up. I want to show you how these Gem and the Holograms are coming along. And then I'm gonna change them and make big changes to them because I'm not totally happy with them. What else is here? She's definitely a notable mention. I just discovered that I had her. I don't know how to describe it. I guess they're newer Barbies. And she was a boxer. And she's got such a great face. And I like the bun and everything. But I was thinking I kind of want to keep this collection as is. If you haven't checked out this career collection, definitely check it out. I swapped some of their outfits. So that's why you might not recognize her, but that is such a great head. There's not enough bodies to go around, and there shouldn't be. Why should I have that many? And then here is a very special one. This is a sneak peek. I have special plans for this girl. She's one of the new Barbies, and her skin is too dark to put on the Naomi body, but she has the gold prosthetic leg. I put her in this special outfit, so if you're watching to the end of this video, you're lucky and you get to see this girl before she makes her Instagram debut. Well, she actually did make her Instagram debut, but she's discovered what her real look is. She had crazy twists in her hair, but you know who she is because of her gold prosthetic leg. She's awesome. Definitely check out my Instagram. That's toohunky on Instagram so you can see the crazy pictures that I put up there. Do you have a favorite beautiful Barbie of color? Are there any that I don't have that you think I should get? I hope you will like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Now I have to sort these out and put them. She's got to go back in the color reveal box, and she's got to go into the beach box. I love this one. This is also a new favorite. I was looking at you want to check out that video too, where I put these beach girls, the $5 beach budgets on these WWE bodies, and then I put them in bathing suits, and they're amazing. They're some of my favorites because I usually do collect the ones with the crazy hair, and these ones are more normal, standard. You know, you got your Summer and your Nikki and your Teresa, even though they're not naming them anymore. It's kind of nice to have some that aren't crazy, that they're just standard girls. It's easier to put clothes on dolls that don't have crazy color hair because your hair kind of dictates what you're able to put on. This 2000s Nikki, she's got an every girl face. I really like this face mold. This was a career Barbie. I think she was a dentist. Goes in my ballerina box. And then the rest of these are fashionistas. Oh, something's wrong with my lighting.